Motorcycles and Formula One. Two things that I started during the pandemic. So let's get into it. Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to talk about, I was actually listening to a motorcycle podcast recently. Some of you might listen to it. I don't know. The 5 Dirty Bikers. And they were talking about their YouTube channels and what they would do differently if they were to restart their channels. And most of them all said the same kind of thing, that they wouldn't just focus on motorcycles. Like, all of them are pretty much motorcycle focused. I think one of them does other things, but most of them their channel's strictly motorcycles. And if they were to do it again, they would expand their horizons a little bit more, like film things that they enjoy, not just about motorcycles. So which kind of gave me the idea of, for myself, like I started this YouTube channel just to document my learning to ride a motorcycle and going through the whole process of it, learning to ride. I know I haven't done a very good job of it, but whatever, right? It is what it is. But I kind of took that to heart of, you know, you should film things that you want. I mean, I don't carry a camera around with me all the time. I mean, the only time I really have a camera with me is, well, I guess I have my cell phone all the time, but when I'm out riding, I usually bring my GoPro just in case anything happens, right? But kind of gave me an idea of just kind of opening up different topics. So I figured today would be my first one. I don't even know where I am. I think I made a wrong turn. I'm in like a subdivision here or something. Pretty nice subdivision with homes like that. Anyways, so yeah, like I was saying, it kind of made me think maybe I should do that. I should open up my horizons a little bit on the channel and kind of talk about other things that I like, I enjoy. And I thought a good topic actually would be what'd you guys get into through the pandemic? Like I said earlier, during the pandemic, you all know motorcycles. I got into motorcycling because of the pandemic. And I could probably call this "What'd you get into" because of Netflix, but I got into motorcycling because my wife and we started watching Sons of Anarchy, and I convinced her that I should get a bike. Now, I'm not one of those guys that, you know, Sons of Anarchy, I'm a motorcyclist, a gang member, you know, all that. No, like I've said in previous videos, I've wanted a bike since I was like late teens, early 20s, and it just every time I talked about going to get my license, it just, for, you know, multitude of reasons, it never ever came to fruition. But yeah, I wanted a bike for a long time, so I finally got it, and I used that show as kind of an excuse, I guess, or some more ammo to convince my wife that it was a good idea. But the other one that's probably a shocker to me is I'm a huge Formula One fan now. Yeah, so my wife was convinced by her friend to actually watch Drive to Survive on Netflix. Not because of the racing or anything, just because the shots and everything of the different countries, the different tracks in the show were beautiful, and my wife should watch it because of that, right? So lo and behold, we watch it. We binge watch the first 3 seasons, and next thing you know, I'm a Formula 1 fan. Like, never would have thought it. Even today, it's the Austrian Grand Prix weekend, and this morning I was up watching FP1 and the qualifications this morning. So I'm all in, 2 feet. Never in a million years would I have thought that. Never really saw the appeal of the different types of racing. But yeah, watching that show, they did a really good job on it. And yeah, I watch every weekend. I cater my weekend sometimes around it. I mean, I don't miss family time or anything like that, but lucky for us where we're located, it's usually, you know, it's weird hours here, right, because it's usually overseas. But yeah, I love it. If anyone cares, I'm a Red Bull. Max Verstappen and Checo Perez, those are my boys now. And yeah, I know everyone who watches Drive to Survive, they're a Max Verstappen and Red Bull fan. But the reason I am actually is because of watching the show. The domination of Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes. To me, Max Verstappen was the only one who had a chance of unseating Hamilton. And I mean, it's not like I don't like Hamilton or anything, but as a newcomer coming into the sport, you see the king, you know, you like to see the underdog come in and knock him down, right? So that's why I'm a Max Verstappen fan. Really, I don't think there's a driver on the grid that I don't care for. There was previous drivers that I didn't care for, but they're not there anymore. But yeah, I'm a huge Formula 1 fan now. Who would have thought? And even I'm even thinking, because of this idea these guys gave me, I think what I might do is one of these little rides I do once a week. I might just do a recap of the previous race. Why not, right? It gives me something else to talk about, gives me another reason to be out on the bike. I'll title it properly, so anyone who could care less about Formula 1, skip it. But I'll do it for me, because like those guys said in the podcast, it's you know, you gotta film what you like. That way it keeps you interested, it keeps you involved. And there's only so much you can do on a bike, especially if you only have one bike in the garage. I mean, I can't change everything on this. I mean, it's cost prohibitive, and sometimes the cost, it doesn't make sense to do work on it. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll start, I'm not gonna call it a series or anything, it'll be another moto vlog of talking about Formula 1. So we'll see how that goes, and we'll see how much I like it. Again, I'm not an expert on Formula 1. I don't know much about it, other than I like it. It's exciting. Can be boring sometimes, but you know, you take it for what it is. But so yeah, let me know. Are you guys a Formula 1 fan? Would you get into because of the pandemic, or watching Netflix? What is something that's, you know, a new thing that you've gotten into over the past couple of years of this crap we had to endure the past couple of years? So anyways, that's all. Talk to you guys in the next one.